Next to Kyle. Well, Mountain Dog next to Kyle. And then next to Doug. Huh? And then one for Kevin.
I'm not giving those away.
That's a good job, Nancy. Oh, hi, Mommy. Just trouble with those stairs.
I've waited 100 years. I'd wait a million more for you. Nothing prepared me for the privilege of being yours. I had only seen how you smile when you blush, or how you curl your lip when you concentrate enough. I would've known what I was living for. But I've been
At the request of the bride, you may be seated. Who gives Robin to be married to Jeffrey? On behalf of Jeffrey and Robin, they would like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. You all mean so much to them, and this day would not be the same without you. Today, we are here to celebrate the joining of Jeffrey and Robin in marriage. This sacred union is just the beginning of a lifelong commitment of partnership, of mutual love, and of faithfulness. Marriage is a sacred covenant established by God Himself. Immediately after the creation story in Genesis, God states, "A man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." It always amazes me to see God take two completely different people from different backgrounds, from born at different time, different upbringings, different likes, different hobbies, different interests, and together, He brings them together through His love and grace. Today, Jeffrey and Robin are declaring their desire to become united in this sacred union as husband and wife. Robin, the sister I knew growing up, that was outgoing, vibrant, passionate, full of life, has grown into an amazing woman that it continues to inspire me to this day. I'm humbled by the opportunity to be up here with you today, and I hope you just know how much I love you. Jeff, it's been great getting to know you these past couple years. Your intelligence, your kindness, your compassion has been so evident, not only with how you treat Robin, but how you treat everyone around you. And I know that Robin feels loved and secure when she's around you. And as a brother, that's all I can ask for. I'm so proud to welcome you into our family, and I'm honored to be part of yours. God has some pretty powerful instructions for everyone in the Bible, but He particularly looks at marriage in a very interesting way. It talks about in Ecclesiastes, says, "Two are better than one. They have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls, one will lift up his companion. But woe is the one where there is not one to lift him up. Furthermore, if two lie down together, they can keep warm, but how can one keep warm alone? And if one can overpower him, who alone can resist two of them?" That friendship that you've already established, that needs to be nurtured. It needs to grow as time passes on. The Apostle Paul also talks about love in Corinthians. He says, "Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails." The secret to a great marriage: love and respect. Without love, a woman reacts without respect. Without respect, a man reacts without love. In Matthew 19, Jesus is talking about marriage to a couple people around him, and he ultimately talks about commitment. He says, "There are no longer two, but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate." Robin and Jeffrey, please join hands. Jeffrey and Robin have chosen to include as part of their ceremony the traditional Celtic custom of hand fasting. This tradition is literally where the phrase comes from, to tie the knot. Jeffrey's mother Susan and Robin's mother Shirley will read the blessing. Ladies, if you would, please come up here and join us.
These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your first home, plant your first garden, and walk forward hand in hand into your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you, the only ones with the ability to comfort you like no one else can.
Jeffrey, Robin, these are the hands that will tenderly hold your first child. The hands that hold your family together as one. And lastly, these are the hands that, although aged from time, will still be reaching for yours as they are now, promising you that they will never, ever let you go. I love you.
Well, now that my mother has cried, we can successfully say that every single McNeil has cried here today.
I was crying way before I got it.
So with understand that your our desires are to engage in this ceremony as a public declaration of your intentional and lifelong commitment to each other. I would like you to now repeat these vows after me. Robin, you're first. I, Robin,
I, Robin,
take you, Jeffrey,
take you, Jeffrey,
for my lawful husband,
my lawful husband,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poor,
richer, for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and
and until death does us part.
and until death.
I, Jeffrey,
I, Jeffrey,
take you, Robin,
take you, Robin,
for my lawful wife,
for my lawful wife,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poor,
for richer, for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
What symbol do you offer that you will faithfully fulfill these promises?
Rings,
These rings are meant to symbolize God's love and never-ending commitment, just as your love and never-ending commitment to each other. Kind of rings. Join hands.
That's right, she hadn't seen your
That
wedding.
was a solid reaction. Jeffrey and Robin, will you please repeat after me? With this ring. Yes, together. We'll try that again. With this ring,
With this ring,
as a symbol
as a symbol
of these promises and my love,
of these promises and my love,
I pledge myself to you
I pledge myself to you
in the name of the Father,
in the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
Since you both have consented together in these promises and have symbolized this by giving and receiving of these rings, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time I introduce you, Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey Evans. like to ask extended family if you could just stay back for pictures, and everyone else if you'll join us inside for a cocktail hour and outdoors.